This is an SM Media production.
Bonjour and welcome to the latest episode of the SM Media Pro Wrestling Show, our WWE Backlash special. Now, you can tell by the intro and my opening statement that I've got a bit of a French feel this week. Obviously, we are heading to Paris for WWE Backlash France, and I'm delighted as always to be joined by Scott Young. Scott, I can see you just nervously laughing, but I promise that's my last French anecdote of the day. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Just if you've been watching the pod, you'll know this. You know it's coming. I'm doing a High Rocks thing, which is a fitness assault course. I'm doing it in Dublin in November. I'm doing it for Macmillan Cancer. There'll be a link in the description. Please donate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, we do that. It's on the link on the description below. Obviously, with again, great cause Scott's running for. So best of luck with that, Scott, as well. Before we get into Backlash, we bit of a special couple of bits of news. Obviously, both relating to Scottish wrestlers, which is quite good for us. We'll start with the craze that's taking over the world, and it is. Do you believe in Joe Henry?
Honestly, the amount of times I go on TikTok and it's that fucking song. I mean,
It's
like,
funny though. I
I
know, like,
love Joe. I've
he's,
always
I've always
loved
liked
Joe
him.
Hendry.
Yeah,
His song, he's got the thing with wrestlers is you need to be unique to get over.
mm-hmm.
There's a lot because someone's unique on the mic, unique in the ring. Joe Hendry is very good wrestler, but he's got like the one that sort of took over and the one that sort of upped to my level was the Matt Cardona one,
Yeah,
the Edge's bitch.
yeah,
I
that's right.
remember
Yeah,
seeing like Rhea Ripley and all that retweet it, and it's like
yeah.
this guy because we watched him in the Indies for years
Well,
do that kind of thing.
the one that
A
jumped
Henry
out
ball
was
the
the
high Joe.
yeah, the Henry ball, and the other one that jumped out was the Drew. I'm Drew, Davide, Davida. That was
Yeah,
brilliant. I don't know if you've seen that,
I've
but
seen that. Yeah,
like
I
he
go down a Joe Hendry rabbit hole almost once
so
every
that
couple months.
so that he's done it a lot. Like he's really again though, like he is obviously like a very colourful character, and he's very good with his out of ring stuff, but he's a very good in ring performer.
Yeah,
Like, I don't know what age he is because I'm pretty sure he's been around for 10 years, like maybe just under 10 years, but he could still, like, do you know what I mean? Like, he's not that I'm saying TNA is a bad place for him, but he is
he's 35.
35, so he's still got plenty of time. Like, if
Aye.
this catches on and like he's good enough to be like a solid kind of NXT guy, like, I would be very, very keen
He's
to see him in
like
there.
this kind of thing, seeing him number obviously he's in the news because he's number one in the iTunes charts at the moment.
Yeah.
WWE will see that and AEW, I think that's more of a WWE thing than an AEW thing. But
Do you
that
think Hamza Yousaf's just been buying it all day so he can take somebody, just take himself out the news?
aye, that's what it is, aye. Oh,
uh,
we've gone political now, right?
we've
So
gone. We've mentioned Hamza Yousaf, and I've said a French anecdote. So that what can go any better? Right. Speaking of obviously carrying on the kind of Scottish trajectory, there was obviously a video going about on Sunday night. Drew McIntyre's in a restaurant, I think, and
I don't know where he was.
I don't know what he was doing, but he was in a. He gets presented with a sword, and obviously, I think we knew for a while that this was coming. That he was going to. It was going to be announced he was going to resign. I thought, and this was maybe the kind of fantasy booker in me thought, can they keep it till after Clash? Can they do the
Money in the
summer
Bank
of fun?
2011.
Yeah, but then again, it obviously gives a bit more like solidity to what he's doing right now. And again, I just think it makes a lot of sense. Definitely a brilliant move for WWE, brilliant move for Drew. And I think the week that Jinder gets released as well, like to see what Drew has taken on since coming back, like to be, I mean, The Rock is doing a video presenting him with a claymore, like that stuff like that.
What
Like
was
who?
the Rock's caption about?
I don't
You're a
know.
man of your words, so I'm a man of mine. Was it there's a conversation if you sign no deal, you get a sword.
Probably yeah. something.
Oh, is there sort of, do you reckon that's a, oh, is it a storyline thing?
Probably.
The
due to,
Rock
like,
cost CM Punk a title or something like that?
nah, I don't think so. I think it was more just a keeping the word thing, because I think Rock. I've heard this actually from somebody a few years ago, and I might actually. I don't know if I've told you this. I'm pretty sure that Drew, well, like the Rock is very well connected to a lot of like Scottish guys. Like I think there's something like because obviously he was training with the Coffees and Wolfgang for WrestleMania, so there is a connection there. I think him and Drew have been quite tight for a while. So I think there might be a kind of wee behind the scenes thing there. I'm sure I've heard that he's quite pally with Drew, and I think Drew trained him for Mania 28, maybe. I think I need to go back. I'm sure there's a story with him and Drew at WrestleMania 28. Like they'd done a ring. He definitely did stuff with Curtis Axel, but I'm sure Drew did stuff with him as well. But overall, brilliant move for WWE. And again, Drew is probably. Would you say this is the hottest Drew's been? Even
Yeah,
Rumble 20
definitely.
and Mania 36. I think he's hotter now than he
Rumble
was then.
20, I think Rumble 20 is the sort of the only other option because obviously Mania 36, it's very well documented. No one was there, so you can't really tell how hot he was.
Mm-hmm.
But in the lead up, like Mania 20, no, sorry, Rumble 20, when he eliminates Brock,
The
the
pop.
pop's unbelievable. In
And that's a pop
yeah,
with
pop's
Edge. That's a
unbelievable, and then
pop
pop
with
when he
Edge
wins
coming
it's even
back from
better.
retirement, and I think Drew's pop's louder.
Yeah,
Like, so again, I just think he's probably at his peak right now, and I think it's a brilliant move for WWE. Right, on to WWE. We've obviously got these live events just keep on coming. As I say, we've got one every couple of weeks. And we have, for the first time ever, we are heading to France for WWE Backlash 2024. Scott, we're recording this on Monday before Raw, so knowing us, there will be about 7 or 8 matches announced after we record.
it's not
That's
AEW, Camden.
I know. And that's a good thing as well. There's 5 matches announced as we speak. I think we're both in agreement there'll be at least one more added.
I just had an idea. I think there might be 2 added. I think you get one from each brand. I think the triple. I've seen it before. I think there'll be an IC match added. I would go Sammy, Chad, Bronson Reed,
Okay.
and have Sammy pin Bronson Reed just to annoy Gable even more into this sort of turn in the more heel character and whatever. Or you do have like Alpha Academy accidentally cost him something
Yeah.
like that.
I think Sammy and Bronson. I don't know if Chad will be involved. I think Chad will try and get involved and he'll somehow help Sammy or something like. I think there'll be that's the one I can see happening. I can maybe see Becky defending.
I
Like
think Becky v Piper
maybe,
because Piper put her through the table during
yeah,
the Battle Royal. So
yeah.
that'll be I think they've had a match before.
I'm sure they did something. I don't know whether she was Dewdrop at the time, but I'm sure
I
they
think
did
she was
something a
Dewdrop
couple.
at the
Yeah, I'm
time.
sure they did something a couple of years ago. Yeah, Piper's a good talent. Like I would have,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been overly like surprised. Like they might do something tonight. They might announce like, oh, we're going to have like a battle royal again and something, and somehow Liv finishes second. And do you know what I mean? You could have like
Scotland match. I think you can do a wee Scotland number.
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
I
I wouldn't
still
be.
think the Battle Royal was a bad show. I
Eh,
don't know why you didn't just do a tournament
well,
and
you
have the
could have.
final.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah,
Yeah, even a one night tournament or a tournament over a number of weeks.
yeah.
I think a Battle Royal was lazy. And my biggest issue is that if when Seth got hurt before Mania, we thought what was going to happen with the belt.
Mm-hmm.
They would not have done a Battle Royal
No,
for a new World Heavyweight Champion.
no.
So I don't know why they had to do a Battle Royal for the new Women's World Champion. I think it was lazy and bad. And
Yeah.
there's many other options.
Right, on to the main card, Scott. We've got 5 matches. We're just going to start from the bottom of the list and work all the way up towards the championship matches. We've one non-championship match as things stand. This could be a bit of a we could witness a murder here in this tag team match.
Yeah.
Solo Sikoa and the MFT Tamatonga, which I still don't know what that stands for, versus Randy Orton and Kevin Owens. Brendan
I've seen
Rodgers.
someone say it stands for My Family Tree, but I don't think that's not very good. Hopefully there's something better.
Brendan Rodgers went to Paris many years ago and got a bit of a spanking. Are Randy Orton and Kevin Owens going to follow a similar suit?
Think so, but I can also see an RKO and a certain Jacob Fatu
I
pulling the
was
referee.
thinking that was going to happen. That's where I was leaning towards. I still think it will be a bit of a butchering.
But I
I
can
think
see a
you'd
near
like-
fall.
Yeah.
Or a ref bump or something like that. It's a bloodline match, so there's probably going to be a ref bump, probably 3 ref bumps.
This will probably be the longest match in the card.
Do you think a main event?
No, I don't think. I
If
think
Roman's
that's a
not in it.
terrible look for Cody straight away. If you're
Don't do that.
his first match as champion, his first pay-per-view as champion, he's not going to main event. I think
Yeah, I
it will
suppose.
be probably I think it will be the longest match in the show because, as you say, it's the bloodline, and I think I think we're getting Jacob Vatu. I'll be
Yeah, so
probably astonished if we're not, for the simple reason that he's been slightly
He
like
was
talked about.
signed at Mania? Signed before Mania?
Yeah. There was talk of him at
He was
Mania.
at Mania. I remember
Yeah,
that. He was
yeah.
but he was backstage at Mania.
Both agreement here, bloodline.
I think Bloodline's winning. I think Jacob Fatu is turning up.
Yeah, I think with Jacob Vatu's turning up as well. So 2 votes for Solo and the MFT. Tag team match for the Women's Tag Team Championship. Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane versus the new team of Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill's been in WWE for 5 minutes, Scott. Is she going to get her first title in WWE?
Yes.
100%.
I don't see. There's nothing. If you want to make the women tag belts look like look good, stick them on your borderline 2 biggest stars. Outside the 4 horsewomen, 4 biggest stars.
If you followed my fantasy booking piece last week on the channel, you would have seen that this is what I wanted. This is what I was hoping would happen. It would be put the belts on them and then you do the split, probably leading up to SummerSlam.
No, I'd have them hold the belt for a while.
That is a while though for the Women's Tag Team Championships. Like, I can't remember a long reign, like apart from Sasha and Bayley.
Sasha had them for a while.
I don't remember many since then. And I know kind of Lux kind of killed them all, but like,
oh, they definitely have.
Like, I'm actually going to look at that. Yeah, the longest reign.
I'll get it up.
The longest reign was the Kabuki Warriors, the first reign, which was 172 days. So let me just go through that just now. So in terms of, so there's been 120 days was the Iconics. I'm surprised they held it for as long as that. Asuka and Kairi held it for 172. Nia and Shayna held it for 112, and then you had Nia and Shayna for another 103, and then the Italian team. So there are 100-day reigns. That's not massive. Like, there's not many. Like, Damage Control held it for 114. There's not
Carmella and Zelina Vega held it for 132.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not including the 154 days of Chelsea Green and Sonia and Piper. So they're 2 separate reigns. I'm not having that.
No, I'm not having that. Wikipedia scammed us here.
Yeah, new champs. It has to be. Like, not that I'm saying like Kyrie and Asuka are bad, and they've been very, very strong tag team in the women's division, but this makes total sense to put the belts on them and just showcase those belts will instantly get a lift with Bianca and Jade holding them. Like, no brainer.
I think they could, but Becky and Lita held them. Like, 2 bigger stars than Bianca and Jade, let's be completely honest.
Yeah.
And the belts felt like second. Like, they were in a match at Mania, the belts weren't defended. It was the 6th woman.
Yeah.
It was Lita, Trish, Becky against
Damage
Damage Control.
this year either.
The first lot.
I don't think they were defended the year before that, were they? Mania. I don't think so.
Before that they went about? No. No, they only went about for about 6 months. So that's the first thing Triple H did. As soon as Naomi and Sasha walked out, the belts became almost non-existent.
Yeah.
And then when Triple H came back like a week in, they announced tournament for the women's tag.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, Raquel and who was her partner?
Is it not Aaliyah?
Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Raquel and Aaliyah beat Damage Control, and then Damage Control won them like a week later.
Yeah. Right. They've just been hot potato to the nonsense. Like, there's 100-day reigns in there, but they've been like, they don't feel like 100 days. Like, I've not.
Bianca and Jade just batter everyone. Like, you get Alexa and Carmella come back, stick them together, have Bianca and Jade battle them. Stuff like that. Sonya Deville's coming back, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
I
And,
wouldn't be surprised if Sonya Deville came back tonight, actually.
and the good thing you've got with this as well is they are on both shows. Bianca and Jade being on both shows is a very, very
Yeah.
good idea. Like,
You can
it's
have
enough.
singles matches in the shows as well because
Yeah.
they're on it.
Yep. And you want to get Jade more experience, put her in both brands and showcase her as many times as possible. Have
Also,
her in
as a champ,
NXT
they'll win a house show circuit more as well. So
and
that'll helps up.
NXT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you've got a few NXT teams you can put her against. Like there's a few things you can do. So we're both in agreement here. This is a very, very predictable show for me. I think we're going to have
A lot of them are. Like this year, we've done predictions for all the shows, and I think we've only differed on like 4 of them out of it's AEW and WWE. We've only differed on like 4 or 5 matches.
Yeah. Well, 2 votes here for Bianca and Jade.
Yeah.
Right. Next one for the triple threat for the Women's Championship. Bayley versus Naomi versus Tiffany Stratton. This got a wee bit of a lift the other night with the introduction of a certain Nia Jax, who, if you followed Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton on Twitter, they seem to be very, very close off camera. Do they put them together on camera and Nia helps Tiffany win? Or is it too early for that?
No, just get bit maybe in a month, maybe SummerSlam. But Bailey's win. Bailey has to win it.
Bailey has to win. She doesn't deserve
because
to
the
lose her
build to
first title
Mania
defense.
wasn't great. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
So you need something to solidify that reign.
Yeah.
And beating 2 very good wrestlers in a triple threat.
Let's be honest, Naomi's there to take the fall.
Yeah.
100%. Like,
I mean, I've seen some criticism since Naomi's came back. But if you look at what I done, talk about plugging articles, I done an article about Triple H's sort of creative reign.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing I spoke about the signings, because I think there was 15, 16 signings he made.
Yeah.
A lot of them are depth guys.
Mm-hmm.
Like Naomi was brought depth.
Yeah.
He had 2. I also spoke about unlucky because he had his 2 main signings I look at were CM Punk and Bray Wyatt. And
Yeah.
we all know what happened. Punk's now injured and Bray unfortunately passed away.
Yeah.
So he was unlucky in that case with 2 guys. The rest of them, Gargano, depth. Naomi, depth. Tegan Knox, depth. All these guys that he's carrying cross. Like the only guy I brought in is depth just because it was a light roster. The race still had a
It was a roster really devoid of star power. Like it was, and
it wasn't just star power, like people.
Yeah.
Like
and
the reason they didn't do a battle royal at Mania 38 because there wasn't enough folk to do it.
Yeah. No, definitely. And I think as well, obviously, like I think the plan's Money in the Bank for Tiffany. But I think this is a very good way to get her involved. And I wouldn't mind a pairing of her and Nia. I think Tiffany's character needs somebody to stand behind her and kind of just make her like, do you know what I mean? Like
a Diesel Shawn Michaels type thing, yeah.
Yeah. Like she's that type. And can they stop changing her theme? No, I know this is a Death
every
Rebel,
week.
It's this every single week. And what is the new AJ Styles theme about? Who has come up with that? AJ Styles theme pre-Death Rebel was brilliant. Why would you change that? I don't get it.
I was reading today. They're very aware that the fans hate Death Rebel.
Yeah.
So I think just Jim Johnson's about 70 odd. Just
bring him back.
Give him money.
Years.
Just
have you seen Jericho? They've written Jericho's new theme. They 100% have to have. Have you heard it?
What, Death Rebel?
Yeah, it's like the shout.
It's the Death Rebel AEW theme I've ever heard in my life.
It's just he shouts learning tree, and I'm like, have they just hired him? Is that like a piss take?
Like one of the good right. Well, this is diverging off, but Chris Jericho's bad. In year 2024, he's bad. Let's be honest. The only good thing about Chris Jericho was Judas, and that's now not there. So there's nothing good about Chris Jericho.
He's not gonna get the word learning tree over. He's not. And Big Bill is not the guy to do that. Like, no, just don't. But I think we're both in agreement.
There's a lot of good going on in AEW at the moment with Tony. I really like the Tony stuff. Both Tonys, Can and Storm. And I think Swerve's a great champ. But Chris Jericho's just bringing the quality down. And his crap theme's no helping that.
Nah. Let's just get away from the learning tree and let's focus on Bayley. We're both in agreement here, Bayley. I think.
Yeah, Bayley has to.
I think she wins it clean. Again, she needs, similar to Cody, she just needs that kind of first defence to go quite smoothly. And go on, and
Who takes the belt off her?
probably Tiffany.
Tiffany?
Yeah,
No.
Tiffany or Charlotte.
Oh God, not Charlotte.
Probably will be
Sick.
because
I
I'm
forgot. It
building.
will be Charlotte. I forgot
I'm
about
building
Charlotte. It will
towards. I'm
definitely.
building towards Charlotte and Jade at Mania. So
Ooh,
I think we're
I like
getting.
that.
I think we're getting Charlotte Jade at Mania, and I think Bailey, Tiffany beats Bailey, and Charlotte takes the belt off Tiffany. That's what I think's happening. That's what
Dude, Charlotte and Tiffany do that Spider-Man meme in the ring.
I think that would. I think that's a good way to go because as much as I like Bailey, and as you say, the build hasn't been great, and I don't even. I think the build to this has actually been better than the Mania build. Like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean, it's a
think
very
that's
simple build. It's a one-on-one match. Someone that fails becomes triple threat.
Yeah,
It's simple but effective.
yeah.
I don't have an issue with it.
3 votes for 3 out of 3 here. I think we're all going Bailey, Bianca and Jade, and the Bloodline World Heavyweight Championship. Damien Priest defends against Jey Uso. I'm just looking forward to the Jey Uso. Imagine France.
Entrance.
France will be really into that, won't they? I think that'll be good.
Aye.
This is probably the one where it's maybe the hardest of the 5. Although I think Priest
Yeah.
winning, I think there is a case that you could put the belt on Jey.
I think there is a case because I think, well, Jimmy's injured. I do think we're leading to Roman and the Usos and a fourth against The Rock, Solo, Jacob, and Tama.
Yep.
I don't know who the fourth is. Some say Sami Zayn, seen Cody Rhodes, could be Seth, whoever it is in the fourth.
Yeah.
Point is Jay and Jimmy getting back together at some point. But
Throw,
Jay holding a sign.
throw Rikishi in there. Throw Heyman.
God, no.
Get Heyman in.
No, that'd be great.
His work has been superb. See,
Yeah,
since Thomas came in, he's brilliant. He's been brilliant. He's always brilliant, but he's even better this time.
He looks. I've never seen Paul Heyman look as terrified as he does with Tamatonga. He's terrified of it. What do you want? Tamatonga is crashing motors and biting folk. And
Who's his dad? He's dad though.
His dad's a
will be
screwball
here.
Ralph.
Yeah, his dad will never be playing a part in that. He's like, I don't really
Big
want that.
Haku's with Roman J. Right.
That's the best. That's the best line of the Hall of Fame as well. Paul Heyman was talking to his son, and he said, "Oh, by the way, see if anybody tells you like you're not going to succeed, just tell them you're 2 seats down from Haku." And you just see Haku.
Have
just
you
losing.
seen the video of Haku watching the Shockmaster?
No,
It's the funniest thing I've
I
seen. Like,
haven't watched
it's
that
just-
side of the ring, so
I don't think it's.
on
I don't
that.
think it. I don't know where it's from. It might be from downstairs. I might know.
Might
But
be.
I've never seen Haku laugh so much in my life. He'd never seen it before, and he's pissing himself laughing.
I'm planning to watch that side of the ring all 10
I don't know if it's
episodes in
on
a
Dark
runner.
Side of the Ring. It probably is.
There was a Dark Side of the Ring episode, and I think the first show of the new series was about Earthquake or Shockmaster. So probably was that. But
Yeah, it's so funny.
yeah, I'm gonna.
He's like about 2 minutes straight of him laughing. I mean, Haku's this big terrifying monster, and seeing him laugh, it was so funny. But no, yeah, I think back to this. I can see an argument for Jay because you want a world title. A world title being on someone in the bloodline that's not Roman could be a way to go. But I think again, like Bailey and like Cody, will get to Priest needs a first reign because this. I've seen folk criticise this match. I like it, but it's the most mid card world title match I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, and again, after Mania, you always get there's always a match like a world title match that's quite like meh, like
I'll bet the real Jack Swagger.
yeah, like even last year, going back last year, what was it? There was you had Cody Brock, you didn't even have a world title match, but I'm sure there was one a
No.
couple of years ago. It was like, Randy Jinder's a perfect example.
Yeah, well, Roman Cesaro.
Roman
Less so, but
Cesaro, yeah,
well, Cesaro's always a mid card guy. As much as
Yeah.
everyone liked him, as much as how good he was nothing more than a mid to up. He was never a main event on WWE. As much as he should have been, and how good he was never a. He was always a mid to upper mid card guy. So Roman Cesaro's Seth Jinder.
This is a tough one because I'm
I'm
not.
going Damien Priest.
I'm going Damien Priest, but I'm also like not 100% convinced by it. I'm just like you. It's maybe like I'm not sure.
I think there's storyline potential in Jay winning.
Yeah, I think
There's probably more
Jay winning would
storyline
be
potential in
incredible.
Jay winning.
Yeah, I
There's
think
more storyline potential, but I think they'll just keep belt on Priest.
and it would give up. That would be the pop of the night if Jay won, like
Yeah.
easily. I'm with you. I do think that Damien will win. Again, I would probably keep it. I wouldn't have interference. Like I know JD's going to get involved. I just keep it to a bare minimum. Like you don't
Yeah.
need it because we're going to probably have it in every single match. There's going to be some
DC
sort
Drew?
of maybe. He's hot though, is he not?
Yeah, he done his elbow. He's like done his elbow or something like that. I don't know.
If it was up to me, I know you're going to see JD and you're probably going to see Finn, but I don't think we need much more than that. Like,
No.
I think Damien wins, and as you say, I don't think Damien's going to be champion for long. I think he's going to lose the belt in Glasgow, but
Yes. I
I
think that. Yeah.
think this is probably the best. Just keep the belt on him for a bit, and probably just kind of move on. Jay doesn't need a world. He doesn't need the world title. Like it doesn't
No,
to
he's
be
over
over.
enough.
But it's also one of those you'd be like, that'd be pretty cool to see him win a world title. I think he deserves it.
Oh,
But
100%.
I'm not sure this is the time.
No,
I
I
think
would keep
kinda
the belt.
yeah. So
I would keep the belt on Priest.
we're both going Damien here.
I think there's also a world where Judgment Day accidentally cost Priest
Yeah,
because
that's kind of because they're building to
he's
that.
been pissed at them recently. Like
Yeah,
Dom and JD, he's not been happy with them. I don't know if they'll do the story. The belt's got to his head.
and the glue
Now
isn't
the
there.
Rhea's away.
Yep,
He's the only one with a belt. He's the
yep,
leader. I
yep.
think there's a lot of potential in Jay winning, but I think they'll keep the belt on Priest purely because everyone's seen him as a mid card guy and they want to push him further.
So 2 votes again for Damien. We're 4 out of 4 in agreement. I think we're going to be comfortably 5 out of 5. Main event is likely going to be Cody versus AJ for the WWE Championship. Great first opponent to defend. Again, I thought the build to SmackDown was okay. I think the promo, you know how much I love Cody. And this is really tough, but I don't want every single Rhodes feud to be somebody coming on just to say, "Oh, I loved your dad," but I want to.
Aye, your
I
dad's
don't
great.
think we need it all the time. I know it's obviously a big part of the Rhodes story, and it is, and we can't ignore that. But we don't need it all the time, and that might make me feel like look pretty bad. But we don't need every single Cody Rhodes feud to be about Dusty. Like
No,
we
I mean
don't.
I think Cody's get bored as well.
Yeah, and that I'm not sure. Like I know you can build on it, and AJ. I think there is obviously like background. AJ and Dusty were in TNA together. There's obviously kind of story
They
there.
wrestled.
I think they did actually. Yeah, I think I'm.
Yeah, that went about the his AJ Cody's been everywhere, but when he left, AJ came back. Or AJ went to WWE. There
Mm-hmm.
wasn't much of an overlap with Cody and the
Is this
Indies
the
and
first time?
AJ.
Is this the first time ever?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
And
I was looking at, but I was looking at when it was announced. First time ever they've two wrestled, which is wild.
it will be very
Because then
good.
they've both been everywhere.
Yeah, it will be very good though. And you've also
Yeah.
actually
AJ's up his level as well.
you could probably told of more of a story. I don't know if they can, but you could tell a story about these are two Bullet Club members, Bullet Club leaders.
I was thinking they were going to push Sweet at one point or something.
That's
They might
what
do that
I
after
was
it.
like. That's what I was
They
like.
might do that after, like a respect type thing.
Yeah, because is AJ a better face or a heel?
Heel, I think. I think he's a better heel. Maybe less so goth AJ like he is now,
Mm-hmm.
but I like where it was like AJ's best working away without doubt was the stuff with John Cena.
Yeah. Oh,
The Money in the Bank.
SmackDown 2016's AJ's
Oh, it was
phenomenal.
unbelievable.
Pardon the
That's
pun.
heel AJ. That's prime heel AJ.
That's the best AJ. But since then, you've
Like
had
he had
the
the
Omos
one
stuff.
match at Money in the Bank. He had the 6-man at Battleground with AJ the club, Cena, Enzo, and Cass, which is
That was a
weird.
really good. That was a
That was
really good
great
build.
fun.
It was a really good build as well. And then
SummerSlam match was phenomenal.
Rumble
Pardon the pun.
2017 is one of my favourite modern.
Rumble. It's the most New Japan John Cena I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah. That was a live. I watched that live for that. I was like, this is going to actually. That was Cena's.
And it was
I'm going to go on a limb and say that's one of Cena's best top 3 WWE matches.
yeah, I would put that.
Without a
And I
doubt.
think the
I think that's
SummerSlam one is
probably
not far
something for
behind
another
it.
day. I think we need to look at the top 10 Cena matches, but that is up there.
Yeah,
And
100% it's up there.
that's best.
Where do you put right? Just on that, where do you put Firefly Funhouse?
Eh,
You can't really compare it, but I
You can't.
loved it, and it's right up there.
yeah, it's not a match, is it? It's like in
It's a
terms of
film,
yeah,
but it's phenomenal.
it's
Pardon the
brilliantly
pun
done.
again.
And Boneyard equally AJ is very good as well.
Yeah,
Like
I mean that's more of a match than Firefly Funhouse is.
yeah, that's like a buried alive match, isn't it? That's what that is. But I think I've been kind of up and down in this new AJ because you can't ever take away his in ring skills, and he's a very very good heel. Like he's a good babyface, but he's a very good heel as well. But I just think he's the right opponent here, and I think Cody. It'll be interesting to see what they do on Friday. Like you might have Cody turning up in Raw as well, when you maybe do something like. I don't think AJ's been drafted yet, has he?
No, he's the night.
We will know if AJ gets drafted to Raw. We will know that. Well, we know anyway that Cody's winning, but if he gets drafted to Raw, we know that he's not. He's no chance. But it's a great first appointment. It was the same with Roman as well. When Roman won the title for the first time, who did they put him with? AJ.
AJ. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that was weird because AJ get beat by Jericho and then won a fatal four
Won
way
the
the
fatal
next
four-way.
night.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because that was when Cesaro came back. I remember that.
That was the night. I'm sure that it was Kevin and Sammy with all the two in that match.
I think Sammy went out injured and Cesaro
That's right.
replaced him.
Yeah. You're right. Jericho.
I don't know who they are. Might have
I
been
think it was
Jericho, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was pre-list. I'm sure it was. But yeah, I mean, it's just I think this is going to be very, very good. I think Styles, I say, the right opponent. Cody needs that first really good match taking us.
I was really happy with the early night match. I mean, because there was a part of me that thinks that AJ Styles has kind of gone down the Nakamura route in terms of he's not as good as he once was. The word washed, I hate the word washed, but I get used to describe AJ. And I was kind of going down that route. But the early night match has really turned a corner in the triple threat. I don't remember the triple threat with AJ, Owens, and Mysterio. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
The one in SmackDown, it was for this tournament. Phenomenal match.
Yeah.
Again, pardon the pun. Keep saying that.
He's not. I know. I'm guilty of it as well. I don't think. Can you think of many bad AJ matches? Like, do you know what I mean? He's the
Nakamura,
right.
the entire Nakamura feud.
That was weird though. That was like I blame.
The one
I
good
blame the
match from
fans for
SmackDown.
that. I blame the fans for that.
The SmackDown one when it was deciding the Money in the Bank stipulation. Whoever won that decided the stipulation. That was by far the best AJ Nakamura match. The Money in the Bank last man standing match was fun.
That was never going to work in that version of WWE though. That feud was never. That was Vince clearly.
Talk about AJ style matches or John Cena matches. Nakamura's list of matches is pretty. It's not the longest, if I'm completely honest.
No.
The match was in. The match was Cena, and the one I said on about AJ and SmackDown. That's it for Nakamura. I think the match with Seth last year were all right, but legit, can you think of any other good Nakamura WWE matches?
Not off the top of my
top
head,
tier.
No. There's a couple of ones in the pandemic that were good when he was Intercontinental Champion, but they're not like brilliant.
No, they're not what you expected when you signed Nakamura.
Yeah, and he's quite happy. I think surfing, just he's
just happy coasting, getting his pay, not doing a lot, not taking many bumps. No. Fair play the guy.
Yeah, absolutely. But we're 5 out of 5 here. I think we're in agreement here, Cody.
Yeah, Cody. Easy.
Right. What celebrity? Because we're 5 out of 5. What French celebrity gets some sort of segment with Grayson Waller? Is it Mbappe?
My first thought was Zidane.
Zidane would be cool.
The Dan's
Dan.
not doing it. I don't know many French celebrities. There's no footballers.
Not that I'm aware of. No, there's no. I was chatting this. We were chatting this all night. I don't think there's a French wrestler on the roster, is there? I don't think Giovanni
think so.
Vinci's French.
It
Wait.
sounds like his name.
No, the only one I can think
What
like the only one I can think of, Maurice. I'm sure Maurice was French.
Yeah, Maurice was French. Maybe Miz will be over because his
Maybe,
Miz is French.
maybe.
I don't know if you remember the video from the Paris house show. Baron Corbin was over person on planet Earth.
Yeah. That was.
They get him in the card because he's just been drafted to.
He's been
You
drafted
get drafted
to
to SmackDown.
Yeah. Did we get La Resistance? Get them. Remember them? You're maybe too
Yeah,
young for
why
them.
they did in Puerto Rico? Just get all the French folk, you know.
Yeah.
Emma
And
Watson was born in France, apparently.
is she?
Get her
Yeah.
on.
Get Kylian Mbappe doing something with Grayson Waller. Do a Wayne Rooney, Wade Barrett thing. That was,
Mbappe's not got the personality for that.
Nah.
He's boring.
can't really think
Get
of
Zidane on.
Zidane would be
Zidane
cool.
was funny.
Zidane would be cool. I don't think they're going to, the week of the Champions League semi-final, they're going to go, right, you can fight, you can do something for WWE. I don't think they're going to do that. And I think PSG might have a
No.
game on Saturday. So, yeah, I mean, it's a weird set of circumstances. You can tell, but obviously the French flag, that I'm quite in the zone for that. I'm just buzzing to see see when a live wrestling pay-per-view's on that we can watch
Yeah.
and don't have to go up, don't have to.
What time's it starting
I
here?
think it starts at 6. I'm sure SmackDown starts at 6.
SmackDown starts at 6. 6.
Yeah, and I can't remember SmackDown being live last year.
It was live for Money in the Bank. I remember watching it. Nothing much happened, but it was good. Because I just probably watch it live.
I'm quite looking forward to it, and as I say, we've got a lot of pay-per-views to talk about between now and SummerSlam. I think we've got a pay-per-view every 2 weeks. I think I calculated the other day. We've got something on.
Ours it's 6 in the UK.
6 in the UK. So yeah, we're going to be all over Backlash. As I say, we will be doing live kind of reaction to SmackDown on the Twitter channel for that. We'll also be doing live reaction to Backlash. Scott, we're 5 out of 5 on terms of predictions. We are still to do a WrestleMania forfeit, so we'll get them done hopefully in the next couple of weeks. We'll play a wee bit of kind of double or nothing for double or nothing next time we do that. So I think double or nothing's before King and Queen of the Ring, I'm pretty sure, but it's the same weekend, I think. So
it won't be the same weekend because I probably would have heard of that. But I think maybe a week or two between it.
yeah, so we're going to have a lot of fun over the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. Scott May, thank you very much. Enjoy Backlash, and we'll be back for a recap show next week.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Make sure to donate in the link in the
Make sure to donate and make sure to like and subscribe the channel, and we will be back next week, folks. We'll see you all soon. Thank you.